Hello, and welcome to Colibri Real Estate, where we are transforming life one home at a time. I am glad that you're here today. My name is Lily Fuse Williams, and I am a veteran of 42 years in this profession, which I have loved from day one and still enjoy to this day. I have earned several National Association designations. I'm now a real estate educator. And my real estate education, I have earned the distance education, the gold standard instructor. Now I am a gold standard leader, which trains instructors. And I am working on being one of the 2025 distinctive real estate instructors. I am so excited, and every time I think about it, I just get goosebumps. But that's going to be the top of the line for me, and I am here to use those skills so that you can see what it's all about once you find your broker. But if you are an agent already, I want you to understand why you chose the place that you decided to work. If you are not, whether you're just getting your license and you're a brand new agent, maybe you haven't chosen your broker yet. But if you have not, consider the things that we're going to be talking about today. So you've got your license in your hand. You're brand new. Congratulations. You're in a wonderful profession. I know you're going to enjoy it. Stay here for a while. Don't jump out too fast when things get rough. But stay there. What do you do next now that you have a license but you don't know where to go, who to talk to, or what to do? You need a broker. You can't work unless you have a broker or a brokerage, the business, the company, to work with. The biggest decision you'll face early on is where to hang that license that you just got. Your brokerage isn't just a place. It's not, there's a process to get there. It is paperwork. And then there are a lot of things that you're going to have to do when you get there. Well, you have to choose this wisely. It's the foundation of your new business. Think of it as your business partner, your training ground, your place to learn things, and often your first community in real estate. We are a community of our own. All of the professionals are the same. We work together, whether we're in the same boat. We work together. We're all here because we want to help others in their home finding or home selling. But the right brokerage provides crucial elements such as training, mentorship. This is absolutely vital if you want to be a very good realtor. Are there structured programs in the one that you have chosen? Or if you have not chosen one, be sure to make that part of your interview, because you want to know what they provide for you as well as for the clients and the customers. Ask questions. Check to see if they have experienced mentors. And do they have ongoing education? Support system. You need to check to see if there are support systems. What kind of administrative, marketing, and legal support do they offer? You don't want to feel like you're on an island by yourself when you walk in the front door and nobody recognizes or helps you. You need to be able to be comfortable in the company because it is the culture that you're going to develop as your community. Does the environment foster collaboration or competition? You need to feel comfortable walking around talking to people, collaborating with other realtors and with the broker. Is it a place where you'll feel comfortable asking questions and growing? Because growing requires asking questions. There are lead generation and opportunities in different brokers. Some brokerages actually offer you leads. Some do not. You're an independent contractor, so therefore it is up to you. Do the companies provide leads or tools to help you generate your own? That's another question that will be very valuable to you when you're interviewing. Keep in mind now, they're interviewing you, but you're also interviewing them, of course. How can you get paid? I know that's the next question. I know you want to look, when are we going to get the money? Okay, well, you could get paid in different ways. we're basically commissioned. And we'll dive into this a deeper way a little bit as we go along. Understanding these areas will help you narrow down your choices and find the place that truly aligns with your goals. Those are some questions that help you find your pathway and which way to go and which company to drop your life into. Now let's break down the main types of brokerages you're encountering. There are different places out there, so you want to be sure that you don't just get off into the wrong one. There are pros and cons to everyone. There are no perfect areas. There are no perfect buildings. There are no perfect brokers. And there are no perfect agents. There's no single best option. It's what you make of it. It truly depends on your personality. It depends on your learning style. It depends on your business and the goals that you have set for yourself. Be sure you set the goals before you go out to work. There are different types of companies. We have the large ones, we have the medium-sized ones, we have the tiny ones, we have the mom and pop store type company, and it just depends on what you're looking for. So let's look at some of these. The larger franchises, so those that you hear big names, you've heard Coldwell Banker, you've heard Keller Williams, you've heard Remax. I'm not promoting anyone. I'm simply throwing out those that people tend to hear when they think big companies. The pros to having a large company is that they offer strong brand recognition because they have worked for years to develop their brand. They have extensive training programs. They have a wealth of resources on their website with this new technology now, and they are advanced in technology. They have all the technological tools. They're advanced in marketing, and they have templates for you to use already for websites. They give you websites and often larger referral networks. But there are some cons to this. These often come with higher fees. You've got to pay franchise fees, and you might experience less personalized attention because there's so many there and they're so big. You may or may not see a broker at any time in the month. You may or may not see a broker at any time through the year. But that's one of the cons of being with a huge company that has one broker. All right. There are some times when you'll find that you're sitting in a pool of agents and there's so many and you probably never get to meet all of them. But that's just a small con. There are some that are boutique type brokerages. I call those the small, in between the large and in between the large and the small. The boutique independent brokerages are there, and they are smaller. They are locally owned firms most of the time, and they have a niche that focuses on the local area and provide highly personalized mentorship and can be more flexible in their approach to you. You might feel a little bit more of a part of a family. It's like being a close-knit family. Less brand recognition support and fewer intensive resources because they don't have the facilities, nor do they have the expenses, the finance to have all the extreme resources that a large company will have. However, then there are some, they are, in comparison to the big franchises, they are those that you can have a connection with the actual broker in the place at the time, the personal broker, the human broker, compared to the building, which is a brokerage. There is new now, we have the cloud-based franchise, the cloud-based virtual brokerages. How about that? I think one of the real ones is the EXP. EXP is a realty that basically all the agents work virtually with their company, all right? And they have access to virtual brokers and people to get contact with. These are often very tech-heavy companies, high commission split due to lower overhead, and provide incredible flexibility to work from anywhere, wherever you are. But the cons are that they require a self-starter. You have to be someone who's strong in your independency, someone who knows themselves. You know what you want and the goals that you want, and you can go after. You can't have someone there to hold your hand in a virtual system. It had to be there only for when you need them. And that requires being self-starters for your mentality, and that at that point you are a self-motivated person. You don't depend on them to get you going every day. And it offers less personal interaction, which some new agents find challenging. If they blossom on daily face-to-face support, you think, oh, I need to talk to somebody every day. I need to know somebody can come help me every day. Then that one is not for you. Virtuals would not be good for you. You need someone that you can go into the office and be with and talk. Beyond the type of brokerage, a critical decision that you as a new agent will have to make is whether to start as a solo agent or even to start with a team. These are very popular now. Teamwork is always good. Both have distinct advantages and maybe, of course, some cons and disadvantages. But the advantages are, especially when you're just starting out, it's good to start with a team that knows what they're doing. They're already up and going, and you can come in and learn from them. Joining a team can be an incredible fast track to get you really going into the business. You often get leads provided and immediate mentorship from the team and the people on that team. You get experienced agents at your access as quick as possible. You can share, of course, now you share expenses and you share the marketing and you share the compensation. It is a sharing thing. And but you also share support for each other. And this is a phenomenal way to get a support system in your back pocket, so to speak. It's a great way to learn by doing. I think the team, if you don't, like you say, if you have a team or you're going to be on a team, you have to typically earn a smaller commission on deals because everybody shares on every deal. You don't have just your simple deal over here by yourself and all the money comes to you. This is a sharing process. So if you're not good at sharing, this would not be for you. If you are good at sharing ideas, content, compensations, and you're ready to work and you want to get a fast track on picking up business, teams are good to start with. Right? And you're going to split on every deal. And they have people that do pay for it as well. If you decide to go solo and you're independent and you like to work alone, some people like to work alone. You should maintain a full independence and earn the full commission. And that would be after you have, of course, shared a part with your brokerage. You have complete control of what you do based on what the brokerage has allowed you to do and business direction. But you set your goals. You are responsible for generating all of your leads, covering all your own expenses and building your system. You're responsible for everything from scratch. Your taxes, your guidance. You have your manual that's from your company in most cases. The company to tell you what you can and cannot do and how much you're going to make. Then you can decide whether you're joining a team or not. For the first year or two, it would be helpful. But if you don't want to, you can go ahead and go solo. If you decide to do that, that's fine. Two can provide invaluable experience and a state of stream of business before venturing out solo. When you're interviewing for brokerages, please, yes, you have to go out and interview. Like I told you before, you will be interviewing them as well as they are interviewing you because you want to know if they are going to be a good fit for you. Can they help you reach your goals? So when you're going there, come prepared. Have your list of questions. You remember that list we talked about at the beginning? Write those down. Ask what they're doing for you. What do you offer? What mentorships do you have? How do you handle your conversation? Don't just go straight for the money. Go in and find out what they can do to help build and grow your business. What training programs do they offer you specifically? Can you be more specific and tell me how that training program works? Look for structured curricula. That's education. Not just a ad hoc advice. Don't need somebody to just say, now this is what we do, this is where you do things. We've been doing this all along. Make sure you have good education in the business. I like for you to make sure that there are some mentorship programs, whether it's a single mentor or whether it's a team mentorship. Make sure you have somebody that you can ask questions for too all the time. And find out how the company works, what kind of lead generations they have, what kind of technology do they provide. Can they help you when you need them? Is there someone available every day for you to talk to? What are the commission splits and all the associated fees that go along with that? What do you have to pay and what do they have to pay? Get a clear breakdown of everything that is going to be required of you and everything that they will require from you and what you will require from them. You have to pay desk fees. Sometimes you have to pay E&O insurance. That means error and omission. Sometimes you have to pay technology fees for everything that you turn in. Annual caps are also there. So ask what those things are. Describe your office culture, what you expect. Do they host regular meetings, social events, training sessions that foster community? What technology stack do you provide? This includes, hey, are there CRMs? That means you want some way to be able to keep up with the people you need, your database. All right, you want to be able to relate to them and build that relationship. Transaction management software. This is all technology. Oh, we got all kinds of good stuff now. Technology is really good. Marketing tools. What is the average production of your company? What is the average production of your, or the level of agents that you have first year? You can actually ask that without them telling you what every agent makes. But you just want to know what the average is. That can you boost me the first year to see about where I can get to? This gives you a realistic benchmark. But don't be shy. Ask the questions. And if you can't ask questions there, you can't ask questions when you get your clients. So you got to be sure you get that practice in by asking those questions. Don't be shy. This is your career, and you need to ensure the brokerage is invested in your success. While you're excited to get started, it's crucial that you also watch out for the potential red flags. So let's just touch on that for a moment. The potential red flags during your brokerage search would pop up, and you should be able to recognize them. Because not every opportunity is the right one, especially for new agents. Be wary of brokerages that promise an overnight millionaire. Oh, you can be a millionaire, you do what we say right away. Okay. Real estate takes more work and more time than you think you will be doing. It's going to be an uphill journey sometimes for the beginning, but you will be able to get to the top of the hill. If it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. So don't go with all the fluff. Ask those questions so you get past the fluff. Have no structural training or no mentorship for new agents. That's a red flag. All right, this is a huge disservice to someone that's just starting out. They should have someone there to help you climb the ladder. All right. If they're vague about what they pay, what the fees are, if they're vague about the commission split, don't want to talk about it, don't want to be transparent about it, then you may want to turn around and go out the door. Get everything in writing. Anything they tell you they do, have them write it down. Ask them, do you have a book that I can read? Brochure that I can get it in writing. Have a high agent turnover rate. If they have that, agents come in the door and go out every 2 or 3 months. Don't stay. That's the red flag. This can signal a poor culture or a lack of support. So don't align yourself with those companies that are just promising a whole lot of things that they're not actually delivering. Trust your gut when you go out and interview. You want to have that feeling about the culture and the people you'll be working with. You want your goal is to find a supported environment that helps you learn, that helps you grow, and that ultimately will help you thrive. We want you to be sure to have a wonderful experience in your entire career and become successful at all times. Now, if you like what we're telling you and you want to do well in your business, like that button right there and subscribe to the Colibri, because we have all kinds of resources that are available. Classes are available to you for continuing education as well as other licenses. please, by all means, do what you can to make your stuff available to the brokerage and make the brokerage available to you. I look forward to seeing you in the next video, and do have a wonderful, wonderful week. Don't forget that like button. And you can also look up things at the Colibri website. Don't forget to go and look at those things that they have to offer for you. Thank you so very much for visiting with us. See you in the next video.